Welcome to Middle Ground Media, where news is delivered without an agenda. In today's coverage, Segment 1, Iowa Caucuses, Republican rivals vie to challenge Trump's lead. As the 2024 race for the White House commences, Iowa becomes the focal point of intense political activity. Republican candidates, including former President Donald Trump, are engaging in last-ditch efforts to sway voters. The frigid conditions in Iowa add a challenging dimension to these final moments of campaigning. Trump, aiming for a decisive victory, seeks to solidify his front-runner status, while his competitors, notably Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, strive to emerge as the primary alternatives. The outcome in Iowa is significant, as it will set the tone for the subsequent state-by-state battles leading up to the nomination. The candidates are urging supporters to brave the extreme cold and make their voices heard in this pivotal caucus. Segment 2, Denmark's royal transition, King Frederik X ascends throne following Queen Margrethe II's abdication. In a historic transition, Denmark has witnessed the abdication of Queen Margrethe II and the ascension of King Frederik X to the throne. This marks a significant moment in Denmark's monarchy, as Queen Margrethe II, after a 52-year reign, voluntarily steps down, a rare occurrence in Danish history. King Frederik X, along with Queen Mary and their children, greeted an enthusiastic crowd in Copenhagen, symbolizing a new era in the Danish royal lineage. This change comes amid speculations of internal royal dynamics and public curiosity about the future direction of the monarchy under King Frederik's leadership. The nation observed this momentous occasion with a blend of reverence for the past and anticipation for the future. Segment 3, IMF warns of AI impact on jobs and worsening inequality. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has released a concerning analysis about the impact of artificial intelligence, AI, on the global job market. Nearly 40% of jobs worldwide are at risk of being affected by AI, with advanced economies facing a higher impact rate. While AI promises increased productivity for some, it poses a threat to job security and wages for many others. This technological advancement could exacerbate existing inequalities, both within and between nations. The IMF underscores the importance of policy measures to address these challenges, emphasizing the need for comprehensive social safety nets and retraining programs. As AI continues to evolve, its societal and economic implications become increasingly significant, warranting a thoughtful and proactive response from global leaders. Segment 4, Iran releases journalists jailed for reporting on Mahsa Amini's death. Iran has taken a significant step by releasing journalists Niloufar Hamedi and Elaheh Mohammadi, who were previously incarcerated for covering the controversial death of Mahsa Amini. This development is a notable moment in the ongoing protests and discussions about human rights in Iran. Amini's death, allegedly due to mistreatment by the morality police, sparked widespread protests across the country, with demands for more freedoms and an overhaul of the current regime. The release of these journalists, who face charges of collaborating with the U.S. government and national security threats, suggests a possible shift or response to internal and international pressures. However, the broader implications for press freedom and civil rights in Iran remain to be seen. Segment 5, Russian poet Lev Rubenstein, a vocal critic of Putin, dies after car accident. Renowned Russian poet Lev Rubenstein, a prominent figure in the Soviet underground literary scene and an outspoken critic of President Vladimir Putin, has passed away. His death, following a tragic car accident in Moscow, marks the end of an era of influential and subversive artistry. Rubenstein, a co-founder of the conceptualist movement, used his work to challenge Soviet norms and criticize the government's policies, including its stance on LGBT rights and the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. His passing is mourned by the global literary community and human rights organizations, reflecting on his contribution to literature and his courageous stance against political oppression in Russia. Segment 6, Discovery of ancient lost cities in the Amazon challenges previous beliefs. Archaeologists have unearthed a remarkable discovery in the Amazon rainforest, a cluster of ancient cities that challenges previous notions about pre-Columbian civilizations in the region. Using advanced laser mapping technology, researchers uncovered extensive networks of roads, neighborhoods, and gardens, indicating a complex urban society that existed around 2,000 years ago. This finding suggests that the Amazon was once home to advanced civilizations comparable to the Maya, with significant implications for our understanding of historical human settlements in tropical forests. The discovery not only reveals new insights into the ancient inhabitants of the Amazon, but also highlights the potential for further archaeological explorations in this historically rich area. Segment 7, Taiwan elects new president amid tensions with China. In a significant political development, Taiwan has elected Vice President Lai Ching-te as its new president, signaling a continuation of the current administration's policies. Lai's election could potentially heighten tensions with China, which claims Taiwan as part of its territory. The election results reflect the Taiwanese population's preference for maintaining the status quo, balancing the island's democratic values with the complex geopolitical relationship with China and the United States. Lai's administration faces the challenge of navigating these tensions while addressing domestic issues like economic inequality and maintaining Taiwan's strong democratic identity. Segment 8, Tragic hot air balloon crash in Arizona leaves for dead. A devastating hot air balloon crash in Eloy, Arizona, has resulted in the tragic loss of 4 lives, with a 5th person critically injured. The incident, which took place on a Sunday morning, has shocked the local community and raised concerns about the safety of such recreational activities. The cause of the crash remains under investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration. This tragedy has prompted a closer examination of hot air balloon operations and safety protocols, as authorities work to understand the factors that led to this unfortunate event. Segment 9, Canadian doctors call for healthcare system overhaul amid crisis. Doctors across Canada are advocating for a significant overhaul of the nation's healthcare system, as overcrowded emergency rooms face increasing pressures from respiratory viruses. The situation has prompted Health Minister Christian Dubé to urge the public to avoid emergency rooms unless necessary and to get vaccinated. The Quebec Association of ER Physicians highlights that the main issue is hospital overcrowding, not just the number of patients waiting. With average ER stays lasting nearly 24 hours, there's a growing recognition that system-wide changes are needed. The Canadian Medical Association emphasizes the urgency, noting that the healthcare system is struggling to sustain itself under current pressures. Recent legislative changes in Quebec aimed at healthcare reform have raised questions about their effectiveness in reducing wait times and overcrowding. Doctors are hopeful about being heard, yet the path to a reformed and efficient healthcare system remains challenging and complex. Thank you for tuning into Middle Ground Media. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbiased news. Join us again tomorrow for your daily dose of truth and clarity.